Hey, Stan. Is this better?
Yeah, sorry about that, Felicia. Something was going on with our connection here.
Felicia,
Oh,
what
oh God,
is
I got
up?
one. Hi.
No, Stan, my co-host over here, Stan, I let him have like one job and he can't handle it.
Well, now we'll call it
Yeah.
fresh start. Felicia Spencer, welcome
Would
to
you
Menace and the
believe
Man.
It happens. It happens.
Well, hang on. You can't just let those things slide, okay? There's got to be repercussions.
Stan the Man here. Dennis the Menace Bermudez is the guy you hear trying to create some conflict, but that's just something he likes to do.
Hey, what do you think? One leg kick?
Maybe two.
Two? Oh!
Two. Why you gonna,
Wow.
have you
I'm
ever,
just kidding.
have you ever seen Dennis fight? You just did me dirty, Felicia, because now he's gonna like stick to that. He's gonna be like, nope. She said I owe you two.
Sorry about that, Stan.
He's not taking it back. I love it. So, Felicia, you're like a little bit evil.
Oh, what? A little
You're
evil,
like,
you said?
yeah, I've watched you fight multiple times.
Well, it definitely, I guess, there's a flip that gets switched once in a while.
Yeah. Well, I think I know the switch. It's fuck it. Just
Yep.
full send. Because if you're like, man, I'm thinking about throwing this elbow, but what if it falls short? She hits me back. Hey, that elbow's not landing. But if you go, don't really give a fuck. Let's send it. That shit lands. She had Cyborg looking like a goddamn unicorn.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty fun.
So, Felicia, I'm sure you've seen that they released Cyborg. What do you think of that?
I can't say I'm surprised. I wasn't really sure what direction that would go, but it's just got some options. Part of the reason why I ended up taking the fight on, pretty short turnaround was I figured this might be her last UFC fight, and I wanted to have an opportunity. So, I kind of knew that was a possibility coming.
So now,
I definitely wish the best to her, though. Hope she has some good offers coming her way.
when you got into MMA, was she like the fight that you always saw?
She's definitely always been on the horizon for me. She, like you said, when I was especially becoming a professional about 4 or 5 years ago, she was, just leaving Invicta at the time. So she was definitely, I've had my eyes on her for a while. So it's, definitely, like I said, I've said it a few times, and I was honored to be able to face her. Things didn't turn out the way I planned. I didn't execute the way I should have, but I'm still really grateful I had the opportunity to fight a legend. So.
You know who else has had his eyes on her?
Who?
Stan.
Me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Stan, if she was like, you want a piece of this? You wouldn't?
Would I fight her or hook up with her?
Hook up with her.
Cyborg?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Come on, Stan.
Nah, I'd be more interested in Felicia before Cyborg.
Oh, Felicia. Whoa, here we go. I mean, I think Felicia's a little bit out of your league, but okay.
Well, you can take that up with my fiance, I suppose.
Ooh, who wins into a fight? Does your fiance train?
Yeah, he's a fighter too.
I'm not trying to.
I got my money on your fiance.
Me too.
Because Stan's 0-1 as an amateur, but claims that he thinks he's a black belt.
I've been given a black belt by someone.
He's been given a black belt by somebody. So
Well, that's good. Congrats. It's a big accomplishment.
I've got black belts in my closet, like fucking some Levi's, fucking Ted Baker.
Well, I consider myself like an old school gym legend. But even past that, I'm not trying to fight Felicia Spencer's fiance. Once she said she has a fiance, I'm good. We'll end that
He would
conversation.
mollywop your ass.
He might kick your ass too.
Ah.
Yeah, he might. How big is your fiance?
He fights at 170, walks around, a little heavier than that.
Yeah, same.
Closer to 200.
You don't fight at 170, so I'm putting my money on Felicia's fiance against you as well.
Okay, Stan. I want to keep her on the line, so. So what the fuck are you doing, dude? Where do you live?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm in Orlando. That's where I stay. I actually I'm recovering from my first outing to Texas de Brazil, that restaurant that you eat a lot. So I'm like really tired because I just finished that big meal. My coach took us out to, to kind of welcome me back to town. But yeah, man, I'm just, finishing. I worked all day, so now I'm just hanging out, ready to call it a night soon.
Are there alligators over yonder?
Alligators? Yeah, well, you don't see them walking around the streets of Orlando, but there definitely are, there's a presence of gators around lakes and stuff like that, yeah.
So you don't go swimming in the bodies of water around you except for pools, no?
No, you don't. If you go up in Florida, stay out of those lakes and stuff, there's enough good, safe places to swim at rather than risking it.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up in a smaller town where there was more of a danger of seeing a gator randomly in the street. So, I knew if there's a ditch with water in it, I'm probably not going to go near it.
Yeah. So I definitely want to catch an alligator in my lifetime.
On your bucket list?
What was that?
Yeah, I want to catch an alligator. And not like on a fishing pole. I want to fucking throw a towel over his fucking face so he can't see shit and fucking jump on him and close his fucking jowls. Is that crazy?
Well, a little, but all power to you.
Or let's say I make a noose, fucking throw that on his mouth, fucking tighten that bitch up so he can't bite me, and then we get into a fucking wrestling match.
Yeah. I'd pay to see that.
I got my money on the alligator.
Stan, what the fuck, dude?
Bro, you're fucking tempting fate right there, trying to wrestle alligators.
I've seen an old man do it. I think I could do it.
Yeah, but he's trained. You got to learn the...
No, you didn't see that meme with the old man? Felicia, you've seen this meme where the old guy's like, let's get this fucking alligator out of this fucking little gully. And he throws a towel, totally misses, tries to jump on the alligator. The alligator almost bites his leg off. Have you seen this video?
No.
It's pretty old.
I haven't seen that video. I've seen the other videos of the alligator biting the guy's arm and doing the fucking tornado with him and like sending him flying, breaking his arm, dislocating his shoulder.
Is it, Felicia, is the alligator land near you?
Gatorland? Yeah, that's right here in Orlando. It's definitely underrated. I've actually never actually been in it, but everyone around me that has says it's definitely one of those places you gotta go to if you're in Orlando.
So are you gonna go?
Am I gonna go?
Yeah.
I'd love to. Just
hear me out.
Every time family ends up going, I have to work, or I just missed out on a few opportunities to go.
Hear me out.
But they always say it was a great time. So maybe sometime.
I think after you and your fiance get married, you guys go on a honeymoon to Gatorland.
Ooh.
Honeymoon to Gatorland. Yeah, right. That'd be funny though.
So when's the wedding for you and your fiance?
We're not exactly sure. We're kind of fixing up a house that we bought, and then once that's done, we'll kind of plan the rest. So it's not really something we're stressing, or we're happy the way things are, and whenever it happens, it'll be a small thing and nothing crazy. So just whenever we're ready to move into the house and stuff.
So it's like a really, 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 really strong promise ring.
Strong what? Chemistry, you said?
Promise ring. Like,
there's no date. It's just a promise ring at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, we've been engaged for 2 years. We've been together for 5. So, we bought a house together. We're in it. We're in it for the long haul.
Just, all right. So how?
We don't want to stress about. We don't want to spend money on a wedding.
Yeah.
And do that whole
either.
thing. We have our priorities straight for what's important, and whenever my big thing was we bought our house, we got to move into it first, and then we're going to have the party in the backyard, so we got to be actually moved into it before we plan it. So
I like it.
We're close. I
like it. So how'd you guys meet?
At the gym, of course. He came into the gym 5 years ago, and pretty much inseparable ever since. So nice romantic.
Who picked up who?
Well, it's kind of funny. I guess he tells the story great, but
Get him. Is he home?
He's been playing video games or something in the other room.
What game's he playing?
Honestly, I don't know. He doesn't play much, but once in a while he'll jump on there. But yeah, I was in a fight camp, and so I wasn't really focused on anything but training at the time when he came to the gym. And then I guess he tried to talk to me, but I kept ignoring him. And then after my fight, I started to respond. So it was lucky that he was, a little more persistent, because I was a little preoccupied with the fight camp at the time that he came to the gym. So, yeah.
Where was your guys' first date?
Jason's Deli for lunch, I think. Yeah, we just had a sandwich or something.
You're simple, right? You're a simple girl. You don't need.
I mean, I enjoy the simple things for sure. We definitely, enjoy doing adventures and different things like that. But I feel like I'm pretty grounded. Like I like spending quality time with people, and certain things I know aren't important, even when they come. Money and all that stuff. We were both pretty broke when we met, so at the time that was an outing for us for sure.
Yeah.
So what do you see as your next step in your fight career now that the Cyborg fight's done and she's now out of the UFC? What's next for you?
I know they're signing other featherweights. I saw there's a couple other ones coming up, and honestly, I don't really know what they have in mind. I haven't really had a chance to talk with anyone from the UFC, but I know Amanda wants to defend her title. I know that for sure. I don't know who they have in mind or what the next steps are going to be, but I'm definitely looking forward to talking with them. I am looking forward to taking a short time off, of being in fight camp for the 2 in a row, but I'm definitely motivated. This the last time I lost, I think I posted about it. The first fight I ever had as an amateur, I lost, and then I went and won 12 in a row. So I feel like that same kind of motivation is kind of stirring inside me. Like, I didn't execute the way I should have, and it definitely is driving me to want to go back in the gym, right away and start training again. So so you'll definitely see more of me.
How'd you come out of that fight? Clean? No injuries?
Yeah, the Cyborg, I had a couple black eyes. I mean, there's some soreness and stuff, but no injuries. I'm doing good. There's barely any black eyes left, so just a little tiny bruise left under my my eye, and I'm sure it'll be all gone pretty soon. And I'm gonna enjoy a little bit of time off. I think it's important sometimes to give your body a break, especially. I know it was a tough fight and everything, so take advantage of that, and then just use that motivation when I start training again.
Girl, you just need like a 6-pack of Coronas and a spa day.
Spa day. I've definitely enjoyed, the week after the fight, I spent some time, traveling in Canada a little bit in the Rockies, so I definitely had some good mountain air, and, it's nice to be back home.
Do you drink beer?
I drink beer, yeah.
What's your go-to
I like
beer?
Sour beer.
Ooh, they're delicious.
I'm not big on regular beer. I do like sour beer.
They're so good.
Yeah, that's pretty much. I usually won't drink anything else anymore.
Now
that's my go-to, or also just drink a cocktail of some kind, But
would you get?
Yeah, I've definitely been enjoying that.
I feel like you can't get drunk on sour beer though.
It's definitely, some of them I've seen even like 6 or 7%. So there's some out there. They're rare. But most of them are lower percentage. But I don't mind, I enjoy myself and it tastes good. So I hate drinking something that doesn't taste good. It kind of just ruins
For sure.
it.
Well, no, some of them do have higher alcohol percentages. However, they're very like sweet and right? Like, how many lemonades could you drink until you're like, well, I'm gonna throw up,
Yeah, well, they're unique, that's for sure.
Yeah, I feel like you probably don't drink as much as I do.
Yeah.
Or am I mistaken?
No, I mean, I'm not a heavy drinker by any means, but
Yeah, me either.
You know, I go through phases. I think everyone kind of maybe goes through phases or not. I don't know. But you know, I'm in fight camp a lot too. So when I'm in camp, there's none of that. So especially being basically like the last 4 months of sobriety, you know, no drinking.
Right.
I'm definitely more of a lightweight right now than I have been in the past.
Yeah.
You know how it
Now,
goes.
did you know your chin was that good going into the Cyborg fight, or did you find out in the Cyborg fight that you could take a punch like that?
I was pretty confident. You know, I've been hit before. You know, I've trained for a long time. You know, even 10 years ago, training with UFC fighters and professional men. You know, hitting me. So I've always known I could take a punch pretty well. I would think. You know, and Cyborg hasn't really knocked anyone out cold so much as just kind of overwhelmed them. So I was expecting to get hit, and then if I start to, you know, cover or just react in a bad way, then she'll take advantage of that with overwhelming, but not so much like I can't think of any that she's really knocked out cold, you know. So it's not even her thing. So
Me either.
I wasn't expecting that. I was just thinking, well, if I get hit, I need to move, be conscious, and you know, circle and get out, you know. So I was happy with how I reacted most of the time. I'm not so happy that I got hit so much, but you know, it's live and learn.
Enough about Cyborg because no one cares.
Well, I was talking about her fighting. It was just happened to be that she fought Cyborg.
Stan, listen, you can't ask a fighter did you know you could take a hit like that? Like,
have you ever been punched that hard in a fight?
Me?
Yeah, that's a good
Yes,
question.
I have.
I wasn't asking you.
I
was
know
asking
that,
Felicia.
but one of the worst things when people come and be like, oh my God, it's not like, dude, your takedowns are good or like you're a good striker. It's like, dude, you could take a fucking hit. Like, oh, sick.
Sorry.
Thanks, bro. Anyways.
There was probably one or two that were probably the hardest I've taken in a fight, but you know, definitely I've fought some pretty strong, powerful people before who aren't, you know, who don't have names in the sport so much. But yeah, there was probably one or two that were harder than I've ever been hit before.
Have you ever fought your fiance?
However, we don't fight. We train. You know, we have fun training. You know,
now
you know,
is it full bore on your end and the little what's the percentages when you guys move around?
Well, he's pretty much a lifetime wrestler, and that's his strong point. So he's, you know, he'll pretty much have his way on the ground or, you know, wrestling. And he's so much bigger, you know, it's normal for him to win that kind of exchange. I mean, I've gotten him pretty close a few times, and for striking, you know, he's kind of unorthodox. I guess I am too. We're both a little bit odd strikers, a little bit unusual.
Now, but when you move with him, you're definitely trying to knock him out, right?
No, you know, we in our gym,
What?
we have fun. We train smart. We're not trying to hurt each other. If you get knocked out, you're not fighting for, you know, the next month. You know, our gym is definitely moving to smart training. You know, we're not ever trying to actually hurt each other and knock each other out. That's just not, you know, we want each other to have a long career. And
what gym are you at again?
Getting knocked out in training.
Jungle
what was
MMA.
that?
Jungle MMA.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, if you want to have a long career, you can't be getting knocked out in the gym every week. That's just counterproductive.
Well, yeah. I mean, any girl I spar with, I want her to try and knock me the fuck out, because good luck. And then...
well, until you start getting knocked out, and then it's counterproductive to your career, you know?
For sure. And then...
it's a button that, you know, anyone can hit it, so...
Yeah. But hang on. You don't have people that you train with that you kind of think are disposable?
No, I get what you mean. Like, if I can't do certain things to certain people, then, you know, they're like the practice dummies is kind of what you're getting at. In a way,
kind of. Like, there are
not,
people that I'm like, this guy will never even become a professional fighter. Let me work my fucking hardest shit right here.
Well, I get what you mean, but we're not ever trying to knock each other out by any means. You know, if I can light them up and tap, I've grown up doing martial arts that are all about self-control. You know, I can throw a kick full speed and stop it a centimeter from your head, and you get the idea that I could have just picked your head off.
Right. No, I do.
And that's when people give you the real respect in the gym, that you know you can go hard and not hurt each other.
I've only knocked out one person. It was on accident. Anytime I've actually tried to knock someone out, I never knocked them out.
Exactly.
I don't really think I'm like this bully.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. No. But yeah, I know everyone at the gym it's like a family there, so there's not anyone there that's not on the same side, and we're all trying to help each other get better. So pretty much everyone in the pro training sessions are trying to become amateur or professional fighters to some degree, and we're all just helping each other get better. So definitely, we hold each other with a lot of respect, everybody at the gym.
So now, is your Wikipedia accurate? Because I'm reading that it says you're a high school math teacher. Is this true?
I'm an algebra teacher. It's a virtual school, so I don't go to a physical high school, but it's a high school class, and I'm still actively teaching. Very much a full-time job.
All right, I'm going to hit you with some shit real quick. Square root of 81.
What was that?
Square root of 81.
Oh, that's not even algebra. That's mine. That's just arithmetic.
All right, I was just checking.
But yeah, don't quiz me on basic math. I don't. Don't put me on the spot. No, it's a great it's a great opportunity for me to to connect with people. I talk to a lot of students. I didn't become a math teacher because I'm obsessed with math. I became a teacher because I love teaching. And math, I figured I'll always have a job. I'm good at it. There's always going to be a market for a math teacher. So it was a logical choice there. I like to help people that have a hard time with things, and a lot of students have a hard time with math. And that's really why I picked that path, with teaching, because I just like to help people figure shit out,
That's what's up.
So, the light bulb going off is a good feeling for anybody.
So that's your day job. You're a math teacher by day, UFC fighter by night.
Yeah, I could say that. It's pretty flexible. I train during the day. I teach at night. It's all day for both of them, really.
Will you have to be? Is there a number of money you'll receive per fight where you're like, you know what, this whole teaching thing, I'm gonna push to the side for a little bit?
Yeah, I can't say that there's like a specific number. It's definitely something I've been thinking about for a long time. Honestly, in the past, I was like, man, if I get there, I'm done. If I get to the UFC, I'll be done for a while. But for me, it's also the division I'm in. I feel I'm pretty comfortable with where it's going. But until I'm 100% confident that I'm going to be consistently fighting,
right?
2 or 3 times a year, I don't care what I'm getting paid for one fight. If it's not going to be consistent, then I'm not going to just give up on my future. It's not. I've been able to manage it. Balancing everything. It's busy, but I'd much rather be busy and handle it. I can step up to the challenge rather than possibly set myself up for being stressed out about money later on down the road. So I'd rather just wait until I know I'll be consistent, or if I bank something huge, then yeah, maybe. But right now, that's kind of where I'm thinking right now. Just once it gets consistent, then I'll be comfortable to.
Just being smart. The UFC brought 125 into the UFC for a couple years, and they're like, yeah, I think we want to get rid of it. It's like, what? There are people that you're feeding
especially
on that.
With, Amanda's the champ, and Cris Cyborg just left, so I know they're building it, but once I'm comfortable, that I'll be able to be consistent, like you said.
Well, I tell you what, from the outside looking in, and I've only known you for 2 fights now, you've definitely made a lot of noise, and you're very vocal, and you say what you want, and that's not everybody can do that.
Well, thanks.
It's a lot of people can be badass, but to be badass and fucking be vocal is another thing. And be vocal and be relevant and make sense. Some people are like, yeah, price of milk. You're like, what the fuck did he just say? He's an idiot.
Well, thanks.
You know.
Well, thanks. I definitely appreciate that. Hopefully it's a sign of good things to come, for sure.
Oh, definitely. You're in a spot right now with the 145 division being the way it is. You're one fight away, if not next in line for Amanda Nunes, I would say.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm definitely excited to talk with the UFC about what's next.
And you know what? If it makes sense, it makes dollars.
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's a good way to put it. Yep, good way to put it.
Yeah, that money fight's on the horizon, Felicia. So we want to thank you for joining us here at Menace and the Man.
Yeah.
When you book your next fight, we'd love you to come back on. We'll talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I want to hear street fights you've been in.
No.
All right, yeah, that sounds great. Thank you both so much for having me. It was nice to meet you. Hopefully next time Stan will have his act together, though, right?
Yeah. I tell that to him before every episode. Like, Stan, today you gonna fuck up? He's like, yeah, Dennis, I got it. And then he fucks up.
No, that was
No,
something was going on there. I wasn't fucking up.
She wants 2 leg kicks, dude. You're getting 2 leg kicks.
You're getting 0 leg kicks, Felicia. He's not kicking me. This guy kicks hard. Have you ever seen Dennis fight?
Gosh.
Yeah, I have.
Stan.
I would need to be drunk to take one of those leg kicks.
Okay.
I'm good.
Felicia, how many drinks should we give him?
Say again?
How
What
many
was that?
drinks? How many drinks do you think we should give him before?
Oh, how many drinks?
Yeah, he says he needs to be drunk before.
Well, definitely something strong, whatever it is.
Okay. What? All right, Stan, fill her in. What's your go-to?
What's my go-to? I
Yeah,
don't know.
to get you drunk.
I'm not going to it tonight. You ain't kicking me. Or
Okay.
you know what?
The weekend.
In
the
honor
weekend is
of
approaching.
In
my
honor
friend.
of the former Invicta featherweight champion, she's probably going to be the future UFC featherweight champion. I'll let you leg kick me once. Not today though. And just because she said it, just because she threw it out
Another
there.
day.
Gosh,
Come on
she
down
said
there.
2.
And you're getting 1, man.
All right.
Take the plea agreement and deal with it. That's what we're going with. 1.
Felicia, do you accept, Felicia? Are you gonna take it down
That's
to 1?
fine.
All right, fine.
She'll
It's
take
fine on
1.
some
She'll
future
take
date.
1.
Well, we're gonna at you. We're gonna send it to you as well. We'll do a little
All right,
intro.
sounds good.
All right, well, thank you
All
for
right,
joining
well,
us,
thank you
Felicia.
again,
We
guys.
appreciate your time.
I can't wait.
Of course. Have a great rest of your night.
All right, you too.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
My name's Dennis. I'm going to kick my co-host because I'm a dick.
She's the one that said it, not me.
No, you're the one who said it.
No,
You are the one who said it.
no, she said 2.
No, you're the one who threw it out there.
Well-
like, you know what? I'm going to kick him for you. And then she was like,
hang
you know
on.
what? That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, I didn't think she was gonna say yes.
But then you found out that Felicia Spencer has a dark side.
Well, I actually opened up with that, like, you are evil.